and welcome to another update video about DOT. We're taking a look at the daily chart first for DOT, then we take a look at the shorter time frame. Quick reminder here that DOT is not a clearly bullish chart. It's a chart that rallied initially in only 3 waves, and we have a 5-wave move down into the October 2023 lows. I've mentioned over recent months that I'm still watching potentially for another rally in wave C of 2. So that will depend on Bitcoin. I mean, I have to be very honest about that. That will depend on Bitcoin. I think it just shows us the potential at the moment that we could get another rally. What I don't expect, and I'm very clear about that, is that DOT goes to all-time highs from here. I just can't see that clear. That there's just no structure that would support that. I mean, anything can happen. It's about identifying probable pathways, not just possible pathways. And it just looks more as if the price is likely going to be caught in that range for a while. Maybe with an attempt to rally into that blue box up there, $12.38, $13.93, $16.57 next. But overall, yeah, this is simply sideways at the moment, everything, yeah. But we are holding above very, very important support. I mean, this area here around $3.60 has provided support now 4 to 5 times. And, we're currently testing that area. And, okay, the price bounced off it in March, and we're now coming back to it. So I'm just saying, there is still that chance that we start a decent bounce from here, even if it's just within the range. It's just a good reward to risk ratio. It's from a probabilities point of view, I think, not great. At least not from an Elliott wave point of view, because we haven't got any... I mean, to be honest, we have a small 5-wave move up from the low, but that is tiny. This is so small, it's not reliable. Especially on small time frames, counting 5 waves is always... It's always a bit messy. In addition to that, the overall context is not bullish, okay? So you don't have that support by a large uptrend. It's just not there. This is a range with an initial rally and a 5-wave move down, which is rather bearish, not bullish. Again, I'm still tracking for a potential larger bounce, but only if the entire sector is going to see another boom phase, which I'm still expecting for Bitcoin. But again, that will be discussed in Bitcoin videos. Now, I would say it is still possible we rally a little bit from here, maybe in a corrective rally, even if it's just that, into the middle of the range. We have to stay very close to micro price action, because based on the context here, based on this, I can tell you that the microstructure is very, very fragile. It's not going to be an easy ride, even if we go higher. It's not a clearly established uptrend, so it's very fragile. The market hasn't made a clear decision yet, and it is probably one of the more challenging charts at the moment to track and trade, even though we have very, very clearly defined parameters down there around $3.60 as support. I would say we now take a look at the shorter time frame for DOT. So let me open quickly here the shorter time frame chart, and DOT. And what you can see is that the price is now deep in support after we had an initial 5-wave move up. It's not the most beautiful 5-wave move up, but to be honest, we can actually call it a potential impulse. A few problems with that move up. I don't want to talk too much about it, but one problem is that the last move up is very, very weak. But yeah, I mean, it is still a possible 5-wave move. It would even you could even call it an impulse, but still, that doesn't mean it has to go higher. It just means we can watch a clear support area with clearly defined parameters. But if the price doesn't hold support, then it's worthless. This is always when we get 5 waves. First of all, is it supported by the bigger picture? It's not really. In addition to that, that 5-wave move, is it large enough to be significant? Not really. Okay, can it hold a higher low in the support area? Well, that's what we're tracking right now. The price is coming down and is currently testing the golden ratio level around $4.06. And below that level, we've got $3.89. These are the next support levels. You know what? I'm going to add the 88.7 FIB level. And this is because this is not a wave 2 pullback. It's a B wave pullback. I mean, if if this is actually bullish. I mean, it does look more impulsive to the downside than it looked to the upside. So I'm not highly confident that support is going to hold. But the larger degree support level here from at around $3.60 could still provide some support, right? So there's strong support there. It's just that we don't really have that uptrend on a larger time frame that would support a bullish upside reversal, but it can always happen within the range that we get a bounce. So there is an area I'm watching. Yeah, I mean, looking at the microstructure, this is a bit unclear what this is. I mean, the AB up there is tiny. I don't necessarily like that. And then it's already a full wave count, but I can easily put the AB here and then shift everything down. It needs another 4-5 pattern. I would at least track for that. We can label it like that, because now with that long move down, this is extended so much that it kind of makes more sense to call that an ABC structure in wave A. We had a B wave, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it might need another 4-5 bounce. Then we can also adjust micro resistance. It's now between $4.25 and $4.32. And please note, this is really just a micro analysis here. What is more relevant is do we actually hold the 360 level? And in addition to that, we can observe the Fibonacci micro support levels I just mentioned for a potential reversal. It takes a break at this point. It takes a break above $4.32 to indicate a lowest in. So yeah, overall the trend is still down. And yeah, that's the update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.